Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and his allies regained ground with U.S. President Donald Trump at a meeting in Washington, leaving Russian dictator Vladimir Putin in an unexpected bind, the Telegraph reports. Last time in the Oval Office, in February, Zelensky's attire outraged Americans. This time, however, he managed to both maintain his integrity and make a gesture of respect by wearing a black jacket, as he did at Pope Francis' funeral in April. Trump was flattered and clearly delighted. Moreover, when the same reporter who had so rudely attacked him last time complimented his new outfit, Zelensky handled it with dignity. "You're in the same suit," he said with a disarming smile. "I've changed." "You haven't." Everyone laughs. The reporter didn't seem to feel the stab, but to everyone else the message was clear, the newspaper writes. It is noted that this was the modus operandi of Zelensky and the Europeans, to give Trump the respect and flattery he needed, while simultaneously taking a position that put pressure on their opponents. Another technique was also used, passing on a letter from Zelensky's wife to the First Lady. This was a hint at how Melania wrote to Putin with an appeal to protect children. "This is not for you, but for your wife," the Ukrainian leader said, handing the letter to Trump, who received it warmly. It was perfect in both concept and execution, to use a gesture of support from the United States in a way that was very personal to the president. From a psychological standpoint, it was obviously designed to win Trump over to his side, the publication writes. The Telegraph stresses that although the overall picture is not ideal for Ukraine, compared to the Alaska summit, the European alliance has achieved important strategic successes. Moreover, Zelensky appears to have convinced the U.S. president that he is genuinely interested in peace, rather than obstructing it, as Trump unfairly accused him of last time. That paved the way for perhaps the most significant breakthrough to date, Trump's refusal to rule out sending in American troops as a security guarantee. Europe are the first line of defense because they are there. But we are going to help them, too. We will be involved, he said. In addition, Trump confirmed that he has begun preparations for a meeting between Zelensky and Putin, and this is another victory for Ukraine and its allies. The meeting would mean Putin's tacit recognition of Zelensky's status as the legitimate head of state, which would certainly not please the Russians. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Monday he would be ready to meet Russian President Vladimir Putin in any format, and this was the only way to resolve who would retain territory seized during the course of the two countries' war. According to Associated Press, it came after U.S. President Donald Trump said arrangements for such a meeting to discuss a pathway to end Russia's more than 3-year invasion of Ukraine were underway. It was not clear if Putin has fully signed on to such talks. Russia's state news agency TASS cited Putin's foreign affairs advisor Yuri Ushakov saying Putin and Trump spoke in favor of continuing direct talks between the Russian and Ukrainian delegations. Trump said during the talks with Zelensky and the European leaders that a potential ceasefire and who gets Ukrainian territory seized by Russia should be hashed out during a face-to-face meeting between the warring countries' two leaders. That was a shift from comments Trump made soon after meeting Putin last week, in which he appeared to tilt toward Putin's demands that Ukraine make concessions over land seized by Russia, which now controls roughly 1/5 of Ukrainian territory. During his latest visit to Washington, Zelensky said he'd had the opportunity for the first time to directly talk with Trump about the importance of the captured areas to Ukraine.
Після нашої зустрічі всіх разом і координації, як ми будемо працювати над гарантіями безпеки, президент Сполучених Штатів Америки зв'язався з російською стороною, і вони проговорили, які можуть бути дипломатичні кроки. Росія запропонувала спочатку двосторонню зустріч Україна-Росія, а потім трьохсторонню. Так. Ну, як я і говорив, ми готові до будь-яких форматів на рівні лідерів, тому що тільки на рівні лідерів ми можемо вирішити всі ті складні, болючі питання, принаймні для нас вони важливі і болючі. Тому я підтвердив і мене підтримали всі європейські лідери, що ми готові до двосторонньої зустрічі з Путіним, і після цього розраховуємо на трьохсторонню зустріч. Ну, питання буде, напевно, як пройде двостороння зустріч. Ми не знаємо ніяких деталей щодо двосторонньої зустрічі. Ми з президентом Сполучених Штатів Америки проговорювали питання, що всі сторони повинні продемонструвати бажання закінчення війни. І бажання закінчення війни – це дипломатична зустріч на рівні лідерів. Якщо одна чи інша сторона не буде демонструвати бажання зустрітись, то ми будемо просити Сполучені Штати Америки відповідно діяти. Ми готові, як я і казав, до будь-яких форматів зустрічі на рівні лідерів. І якщо Україна буде починати ставити умови щодо зустрічі, якісь глобальні, безумовно, справедливі щодо сісфайри тощо, але то у русських з'явиться 100 умов з їх боку. Тому я вважаю так, що без будь-яких умов ми повинні зустрітись і подумати, який далі є розвиток цього шляху до закінчення війни. В мене вперше була можливість, по різних причинах. У мене була вперше можливість говорити про такі речі з президентом Сполучених Штатів Америки, з його командою, не читаючи на папірцях, а дуже добре розбираючись, не картки, а дуже добре розбираючись в кожному нашому квадратному кілометрі, залитому, вибачте, кров'ю наших бійців. І для мене це дуже чутливий момент. Я хотів про це. Мені здається, що президент почув і бачив це, і ми були різні моменти, але це важлива інформація. І тому питання території це питання, яке ми залишимо між мною і Путіним.
A group of European leaders joined President Volodymyr Zelensky and President Donald Trump for critical talks at the White House in hopes of bringing an end to Russia's war on Ukraine. According to Associated Press, Monday's hastily assembled meeting comes after Trump met with Russian President Vladimir Putin and has said that the onus is now on Zelensky to agree to concessions that he said could end the war. The European group was left out of Friday's summit, and they are looking to safeguard Ukraine and the continent from any widening aggression from Moscow.
Hello, everybody. Now understand. Not a good day. That was not a great day. See the picture. Is everything okay? You all set? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.